everybody.
Hi everybody, hope you're doing well.
Camelia, I'm an intuitive coach and I teach yoga and meditation. I've been in this field professionally since 2015. Meli is my sister. We do a lot of exploration of the unseen, the unknown, metaphysics, philosophy. We have great conversations all the time. Literally every time we talk, we have that connection. So today she was talking about the topic of addiction, and I thought, why not record it? Because this is such an amazing question that it would be really nice to share it with all of you. So Meli, I'll let you explain what you went through and ask your question, and then I'll be happy to see what comes out for the answer.
Yeah. So I was on the supermarket, it was yesterday, and when I was on the way for coming back home, excuse my English.
You're doing good.
Thank you. I was thinking about something. Actually, it was an idea that came to me. It said something like, we all have addictions. All of us had experienced an addiction. It could be negative or positive. So we can have some addictions like cigarette, drugs, some other things that are not really healthy. It can be sugar or salt. It can also be an addiction to toxic human. You know, we all experienced something like this in our life. And the fact is that there is another sort of addictions. It's positive addictions that we can call positive, actually. It's about sport, for example. You can do a lot of sport to get away of your problems, if I can say that. You can try to be always positive, always experience new things, always want to travel and try to go everywhere, and trying to have a healthy life. But in this, you have an addiction. You remember that you have negative addictions, and one day comes and you have to face that negative addictions, and maybe you can come back to it. And this is the moment when you realize that you are starting a new life with positive addictions. But the question of the day is not about negative or positive addictions. It's just about addictions. As humans, are we here in this life, in this world, to live with addictions? So can we live without addictions? If it's yes, with what can we live? What can we experience? What can we live our hearts and our souls to? And if it's no, are we here to live with addictions all our life? And what can we do with these addictions? Because actually, if it's not bad, it's good. If it's not good, it's bad. But it still is addiction.
Wow. She always has the gift to go deep, and that's what I love about her. So I love this question because it's exactly what I've been exploring for so long. It's that feeling of not pushing away the negative, but at the same time not being in love with the positive. So let's begin with the first question. You asked,
can we live without addictions?
Yes.
So if it's yes, why and how? And if it's no, why and how can we do?
Okay. Can we live without addictions? So, I don't have the answer. That's my answer. Because it depends on how you live life and what you want from it. Some people love to be emotional. And if you live with emotion, you can't get rid of addiction. So these two are so linked. Notice that addiction is about covering emotions. If you want to keep living with emotions and not reveal them and bring them to the light, then you will have a tendency to want to be addicted to something external. And that's fine. And it's not wrong. It's just a way to deal with things. If you are capable or courageous enough to go deep and dig into the emotional burden in you and the emotional nightmare that you might face inside you, then it's possible to live without addiction when you go deeper and you reveal the emotions. When you reveal them, you're basically bringing them to a place where they can't hide. And if they can't hide, they can't really run your life for you. So you won't need something external to make you feel better than what you are feeling inside. You will start going deeper and finding that joy inside of you. So whatever you do outside is not defining your state of being, whether it's negative or positive for the world. It's not to you, because you're working in finding that balance within you. You're not trying to find it outside of you. That's when you are free from addiction. It doesn't mean that it's a state that you're going to keep all the time. It's a state that you might find and then forget, and then find and then forget. So that's the dance that you have to accept. That's why life is here to challenge us, so that we can find that balance as much as we can and forgive ourselves if we can't find it at some moments when the emotions take over and we have to use something external to bring us back to balance. Does that answer your question?
Yes, in a way, because I'm a little bit afraid of what you said, because I've experienced this and I felt the same fear that I'm feeling now, and it tells something like you have to believe your own self, and the world doesn't have the answers for your mental health or your physical health. The world is not here for you. We're not here for you. It's a lot of emotions. So it says something like you have to believe in your power.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm a little bit afraid to admit that I am the only one and the only person, actually I am the first one, who I can give myself to.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and this can be really scary.